Hey guys, Brettles here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to say that, because every time I do a build these days, I always say, man, it's been a long time, because I'm not regular with them. I used to be very, very regular, but then The Sims 4 came out, and I sort of got bored with it, and I haven't done them too regularly since then. I do still enjoy doing them, though, just not houses, hence why today... Big surprise, I don't know, shut up, Braden. I'm building a hospital. Because I got no inspiration for houses. Like, the houses, they're just the same thing over and over and over again. It's so horrible and tedious and boring and just like, it's the same thing over and over again. It's sort of like, okay, I get to build a lounge room and a living room and a dining room and a kitchen all together. And then you have like a clump of bedrooms and a bathroom elsewhere. And it's just the same thing over and over again. It's just a variation on a theme. It's not particularly enjoyable after a time. So I'm going to try building some community lots as per one of your suggestions. Actually, a few of you have suggested that I build community lots. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is a private hospital, I suppose it would be called. I guess, yeah, it's like, it doesn't look like a public hospital. It's sort of like too sleek to be a public hospital. Public hospitals look kind of shady, to be honest. And this is certainly not that, but I really, really enjoyed building something different. It's just nice to have a bit of a change, and doing different rooms. Like as I was saying before, with houses, it's just, okay, bedrooms, bathrooms, living room, kitchen, dining room, and perhaps a study, and then some hallways, and that's it. It's just like the same rooms over and over again, and you sort of run out of ideas. Especially when I don't buy the stuff packs or game packs, I've sort of run out of content, so... I'm going to do some things for the get to work stuff. I want to do, like, this obviously is the hospital, so I get to do all different rooms, like waiting rooms and then patient rooms and surgical rooms and then like break areas for the doctors. It's fun. It's really, really fun to do different stuff. I also want to do some rooms for, not some rooms, I'm going to do a build of a police station and a science lab. I've actually got two sort of ideas for a police station. I want one sort of like really sleek modern one, sort of like Langley, not as big as bloody Langley obviously, but that sort of thing, you know, like a CIA, FBI, sleek, lots of glass thing. And then I also want to do like a more Citadel looking one, you know, one that's really mean and terrifying looking. That'd be cool. Anyway, I'm actually going to talk about this build for once. It's got everything that you need in a hospital. You've got your 3 patient rooms with 2 exam beds in each, so you've got 6 exam tables. Then you've got your surgical room. There's obviously the big waiting room in the front with the reception area. There's the break room up above for your doctors and a toilet up there and everything. And then you have your testing rooms with your test treadmills and whatnot. And the X-ray machines, and then a sort of a research area with computers and analysis tables and all that sort of stuff. It was fun to build. I like doing different rooms. It's nice. It's refreshing. I enjoy it very much. But the house took about 2 3/4 hours, sort of 3 hours to build, I think, about that sort of time. Which usually is like a bit much. It's like, oh god, this has taken a long time, but I just thoroughly enjoyed doing all of it. And actually, I've noticed that as well when I do these builds that are different, and just sort of new different rooms and different styles of things, they don't seem to take as long because I'm enjoying doing them more. Like this one just flew. Whereas when I'm doing like houses, it's just like, okay, I got to do this room and that room, and I've done it a billion times before, and it's just so tedious and annoying. But I mean, I'm not going to stop doing houses. I'm just going to try some other lots for a while. Then when I have an idea for a house, I'll go back and do another one. I mean, houses are obviously the main thing that you build, but you don't have to do them just sort of exclusively. You can do other stuff. But yeah, I do like how the hospital turned out. It's sort of, I don't know, a bit sort of industrial looking on the outside. I probably use that style a bit too much, and that word a bit too much, to be honest. But I do. It's the sort of style that I like, so it's what I like to use in the builds. And then on the inside, it's sort of sleek and modern and quite lovely. And I do like the sort of contrast of the two. Like I said, it's probably a private hospital because I doubt a public hospital would be this nice because it's free. Like they just, I mean, it's gonna save your life, but you don't really need to care about how it looks, to be honest, because you're not there that often. Well, it's not really free for like, you guys don't have sort of free healthcare in the United States, do you? I don't think you do. You have like Obamacare now. I haven't actually done any research into what that is. Taking a sip of H2O. I'm sponsored by H2O, actually. Not really. Not the... What's that show called? Hey, oh, it's that shitty Australian mermaid show. Ugh. My sister used to love that. I hate that. Anyway, yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, socialized healthcare and such. We have like free healthcare over here. Basically, you get depending on what you earn, I think is how it goes. Like if you're a high income earner, you don't get all of your money back from GP visits. But basically we have Medicare. So you go to the doctors, you pay the doctor, and then you put it on Medicare, and then the government gives you money back for that. So you don't have to pay anywhere near as much for it, which is a freaking fantastic thing because healthcare's cheap. And if you like do something stupid, like accidentally stab yourself in the face and you go to the hospital, you don't have to pay to get that knife removed from your face. It's pretty good. Or screwdriver or whatever the hell you've decided to stab yourself in the face with. FYI, kids, do not stab yourself in the face. It's not a good time. I did that with a, it was like a little mini, it wasn't a bad stab. It was just a bit of a cut to the face. I think it was a screwdriver or something. Fun times. But the best example I can give of like how good our sort of free healthcare is over here is, God, when was it? 7 years ago, something like that. My father was up in the backyard, and he was just sort of, because the backyard's quite steep, and he was up in the backyard and doing his thing, and then he jumped down, and he didn't see the cinder block beneath his foot, so all 80-odd kilos of his weight went onto that corner of the cinder block on one foot, which shattered his foot, and he had to go into hospital and get like 15, 16 pins and plates and screws and shit put into his foot, which did not cost a penny. So... yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about healthcare and stuff, but it's a hospital, I suppose, that's why. Anyway, I might actually talk about the build for once. I have a habit of not doing that, but I shall do it now. This is the big waiting room. It's a nice big waiting area. I don't think the Sims actually sit down in the waiting area, so it's sort of useless, but I do like the look of it. So, yeah, I did it. I done did it. There's lots and lots of tables, and, well, not tables, lots and lots of chairs to sit in, because I decided that there needed to be lots of chairs, even though none of the Sims bloody use them. But that's okay. I mean, it's more about the look. It's trying to make it look as realistic as possible, really. And I think it looks very, very nice in the end. I like that wall covering as well. It's sort of clinical almost, but a bit sort of softer. It's just nice. It looks sleek like the rest of the hospital, but it doesn't look as clinical. Like, you don't want it to feel like you're in a surgical room when you walk into the GP or whatever. It's just, that's not what you want. And, drinking lots of water. I'm sorry. That tastes strange. What's in that water? I just had a muffin. Maybe it's like a mix of sort of watered down blueberry muffin. That sounds delicious, doesn't it? Anyway, yes, I put a big old rug over there because I like it. Wait, did I put the rugs in here? Yeah, no, I did put the rugs in here. Just to sort of soften everything up, make it look all inviting while you're sitting in the waiting room. Because if you know anything about hospitals, when you wait in the waiting room, you wait for a long, 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 long time. A very, very long time. And that's not, it's not fun. You wait there for a long time, so you might as well have a nice place to wait, right? That's what I'm thinking about the people who are actually going to use this, you know? You've got to think about the practical applications of these things. It's all about that. I'm all about that practical application life. Goodness. But yes, the outside here is all paved and lovely. I like those big plants there. They look kind of nice, and also they could serve as a defensive thing in case cars accidentally drive through the front. Although it is on stairs, it's sort of raised up, so... I don't know. A lot of places have bollards and... well, not bollards, but they use, like, big concrete plants like that to stop cars from driving in. Because, like, inevitably, if you own a building near a road, a main road, where there's lots of people coming in, inevitably, a 90-year-old lady named Ethel, driving a Ford Mondeo, is going to drive through that. She's going to accidentally hit the accelerator instead of the brake, and she's going to come through your front door. So, you need big plants to protect you. Their names are Keith and Dave. A bouncer plants. True story. I may be stupid. That's okay. Waiting room's just about done, which is a nice thing. Also, I did that hallway there. I missed me doing that, but oh no, I didn't. I remember. I'm on fire. Yeah, just redoing the windows on the outside because everything had to match and look all perfect and lovely. These are the exam rooms, which I freaking love. I adore them. They're so fantastic and wonderful, and I'm really happy with how they turned out. That's the go-to thing that you say when you do comment. Just like if you want to do build commentary, just always, you got to say at least 14 times in the video, I think is I think that's the rule. Like, because when you start doing builds on YouTube, they send you like a contract and you say, okay, you have to say this in the videos or you can't do it. And I think it's 14 times if the video is shorter than 30 minutes. And you have to say it between 14 and 18 times in the video is over 30 minutes. I believe. I think that's what it is. It's a complete lie. But yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, yes, I'll live up to the contract and say I'm really happy with how it turned out. because I am. Also, I like that skeleton. I use the skeleton in basically every room, and I love it. I'm going to get I'm going to get one in my house. I'm going to go buy one. It's going to sit in my room and scare the shit out of me at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I've done that many times. Whenever you pile like clothes on the back of your chair, if you have like a chair or it could be a lamp or a fan or whatever that you have in your room, but if you pile clothes on top of that before you go to bed, inevitably at about 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to wake up and that pile of clothes is going to scare the shit out of you because you're going to think it's a big monster or person or something standing next to you. Monster or person. It's too extreme, isn't it? Although people can be monsters. That's true. One comes to mind, but I'm not going to go there. Yeah, I've done 2 of the exam rooms. This is the 3rd. There's saline bags and such there. They fit in quite well. I haven't tested if these exam beds work either because they are quite close to the... Oh, I love that painting as well. No, but they're quite close to the little counters and such that are beside, but yeah, they should work. I also found those little things. I don't know exactly what they are. If you do bb.show hidden objects, they show up and they look freaking fantastic and I love them. So I used them and they look quite excellent. Just around the back here, I was trying to like turn everything into rooms so that I could get a border around the outside of the house like that. Or not the house, the hospital. But basically the roof sort of lining. Because they only come up if you have a room on that level, which is a bit of a stupid thing. I still don't like how The Sims 4 works. It works... I think that it sort of revolves around the floor rather than the walls, and it creates rooms, and it's kind of irritating. Oh no, it revolves around the walls instead of the floor. I think... Oh god, I don't even know. This whatever it does, it's annoying, and it's just... I don't know, things don't seem to work properly unless you have rooms, like those roof linings and things, and it's just a little bit irritating. I mean, it sort of makes things fluid, and I get it's there to be able to, like, move rooms around easily and such, which I do appreciate very, very much, but I wish there was a bit of a compromise between the two, because at the moment it's like, rooms! We've got rooms! Doesn't matter what else we have with that, that's the problem, but you will put up with it. Worst structured sentence in the world. I'm going to take another sip of water. I just went for a walk with my dog, and it was raining, so I had to run home. So I'm quite out of breath still, even though that was, 15 minutes ago? I'm unfit. Yeah, no, this is a little hallway? I don't know what it is. It's just like a sitting room. The surgical operating theatre, whatever, is on the other side of this. So maybe this is where the people would wait if their family member was in surgery. I actually put windows on the wall of the surgery, on the operating theatre, because that's like what a lot of them have. So not a lot, but some of them, so you can sort of view, which I thought was a cool thing. So like if you're just walking past, you can, you know, oh look, that guy's chest has been cut open, and look at his heart beating. It's one that sounds really sadistic, but that's like what it is, you know. It's what can happen. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know. Mileage may vary on that, but I like it. This is the operating theatre, the surgical thingamabob. It looks very nice. It's nice and sleek and clinical and clean, as you would hope. Although I did sort of do a lot of decoration in it. Like, there's no reason that doctors can't be in nice surroundings while they're slicing people's chest cavities open. Right? There's nothing that says anything against that. Also, I found those little sanitizer dispensers and hand towels and things, and they fit perfectly for the hospital. I'd never noticed them before. They came with Get to Work, so yeah, they're kind of good. There's a big light there, which lights up the surgical table, and the little skeleton over there, and the little dude with half his face cut off, which is quite nice. You know, it's what happens in there, I suppose. It's an operating theatre, so you've got to keep things Real Madrid. I don't know. I don't watch soccer, football, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is the testing room. So this is where you've got your treadmill tester things and the x-ray machines and such. It looks quite nice in here as well. It's sort of a bit more... It's like it's got the same floor and wall coverings and everything, but there's some nice rugs and artwork and stuff in here. It's a bit sort of nicer to be in. It's not as clinical because the other one's very white. I believe I put a concrete floor in. No, do I? No, I put a big old rug in, I believe. Ugh, I don't remember. I don't know. How can I not remember? I built this morning. Also, am I like too far away from the microphone? I might be. Hold on. I'm sculling water like a boss right now. Oh no, the condensation's on my desk. Oh, that better not warp the wood. Better not warp. No, I covered it in stain. I built my own desk. I feel proud. I feel accomplished. Like I've actually done something with my life. Like every time I sit down at my desk, I think, I built that. It's fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking about deaths and talk about the testing room. Yeah, I used a lot of the same sort of furnishings and stuff throughout the hospital because, honestly, that's what real hospitals do. I would imagine a real hospital does. I don't spend a whole lot of time in hospitals, but I assume that's what they would do. Why would they go using different sorts of furniture and stuff? So I use a lot of the same sort of like lamps and plants and rugs and such, and like that's what they would do. They would just buy them in bulk. It makes sense, I suppose. At least I think it does. I could be wrong. Again, mileage may vary, but I'm right, so deal with it. Yeah. No, this is the little analysis room. So you've got your 2 analysis thingamabobbers out there. Then you've got some big shelves and bookcases in the middle, which you would, I don't know, store like patient files and stuff on, I suppose, that you could go through. Then there's some computers over the back. And everything has a nice feel to it as well. It would be a nice place to work. I would genuinely enjoy working here, I think. Also, the video has gone out for me. It's all good. It's good. It's good. Like, sometimes when you're watching this in editing, like before it's rendered and things, Sony Vegas has a bit of a problem with loading stuff sometimes because it's a troll, aren't you, Sony Vegas? You are. There's the desks over the back there on the right-hand side. And then just doing some artwork and stuff, I think, now. Or am I? No. I'm finding stuff to put in the room. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Plants. Yeah, there we go. Now I go and put the big old bookcases in the middle there. See, I like how that looks. It sort of separates the room a little bit, but doesn't close it up too much because it's a bit of a more open-looking bookcase rather than just like a wall of books. Well, I mean, it is a wall of books, but you know what I mean. There's those curtain dividers there, which sort of take up a little bit of space there, make it look less empty. There's that little dude with half his face cut off and a skeleton, because there's got to be 2 in every room, at least, right? Yeah. Or 1 in every room, not 2. You don't have to have 2. Don't be silly, Brayden. Jesus. And yeah, now we go upstairs, and we do the employee area thing, which is where all the doctors will have breaks and have a bit of a snack and go to the toilet and play chess and talk about operations and, I don't know, whatever they do doctor stuff. Whatever that may be. What do doctors do? Apart from doctor. Like they doc. Doctor. They doc. Do they docked? I don't know. I'm making myself sound... I swear I'm not an idiot. I'm putting this on. Usually. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, this is the little kitchen area over there. Those tables were like too stupidly big and stupidly stupid over there before, so I moved them. There they go. They've disappeared. Then we get a couple of little tables here so they can sit and have a snack, and then there's a nice sort of sitting area over in the corner, then some nice bookshelves and some chess tables, and it all looks pretty nice. I like how everything looks. I like how it turned out. Going back to that, because that doesn't get repetitive at all. Those things on the wall again, I use them a hell of a lot because I like them. I want to use them more. They're bb.show hidden objects again. I like the ways they look. If the video would come on for me now, that'd be just top, because it's doing that thing again where it doesn't show up. Oh no, it's back. No, we good. Also, there's a bit of a pause there because I was about to like stop it and then like re-edit the audio. But I won't have to do that now, so it's all good. Yes, these are the chess tables over here. They end up being white. There we are. And then some nice chairs there. Then some bookcases and that thing over there, because I didn't overuse that at all. And then these, I've way overused them, just looking back. But it's okay. I genuinely like the look of them, so I'm okay with it. There's the sitting area over here, so your doctors can sit and think about what they have done. You know, I saved this guy's life, or I didn't, and... You know, I wish the doctor's career was like Grey's Anatomy. I wish it had like super amounts of drama. That'd be fantastic. And I wish the police career was like, I don't know, Castle or something. There was heaps of drama all the time. I wish Nathan Fillion. I should make Nathan Fillion. I love Nathan Fillion. Everyone loves Nathan Fillion. If you don't like Nathan Fillion, you are dead inside. No. What else was there? Science career. What's I mean, you could do Ghostbusters. I already did Bill Murray though. I love Bill Murray. If you don't like Bill Murray, again, you're dead inside. They're like my 2 favourite people, Nathan Fillion and Bill Murray. I quite like Alison Janney as well. I don't know. They're like my 3 favourite people. And Saraya McKellen. And Patrick Stewart. I like a lot of people. They're pretty sweet. Although Saraya McKellen and Sir Patrick Stewart are like all just in their own league. They're like gods. They're cinema gods in every way. Or television gods. Patrick Stewart's more of a television god, isn't he? Because it was in Star Trek. But then again, he's been in like X-Men. I just realized, like I always knew, but it sort of hit me the other day, like, oh my god, my 2 favorite people ever are in X-Men. It's like Patrick Stewart and Saraya McKellen. Like, the same movie. I just never thought of that. It's the best thing in the world. So I went back and watched X-Men again. And I'm not ashamed to admit that, because X-Men used to be good. I think the first one was good. The second one was okay. Last Stand was okay. Oh no, I think I like the second one more than the first. I don't know. There's a lot of them. The new ones have been shit, basically. Although the Wolverine wasn't too bad. Strictly speaking, though, not really X-Men. The prequel things were just shit with Michael Fassbender. Ugh. As much as I like Michael Fassbender, just know. I'm going to stop talking about movies, though, and actually talk about stuff that houses and things. I don't know. I'm not good with that stuff. I tend to go off on tangents. Like, I've said this before, but it's difficult to just talk for long periods of time. But that's okay. Out the back, I'm just doing a bit of a nice walk-around area. I suppose this would be like a rehabilitation, like a physical rehabilitation thing. Like, so the patients who have undergone surgery can sort of walk around out the back and learn to use their muscles again and stuff. It's quite nice. It's got, different little pathways, and there's some nice trees out here, and it's all sheltered and serene, and I like it. I like how it turned out. I'm overusing that so much now. That's okay. I did cut out a fair bit of the outside work, just because there's a lot of just placing trees and shit, and that's not the best thing to watch in the world, so I cut a lot of it out. I believe in a little bit I do go back up to the employee area, because I hadn't quite finished that. I thought of like, oh, okay, I've lost a little bit of inspiration for the employee area. I'll go out the back, get the inspiration flowing, and then come back, and that's what I did. And it worked, because I'm happy with how the employee area turned out, and the backyard, which is good. It is quite tedious placing the trees and such around, because there's just so much of it, because it's like, okay, bush, rock, tree, shrub, rinse and repeat over and over and over again, and it's not the best thing in the world, and I turn into Gollum. But that's okay, everyone likes Gollum. Again, if you don't like Gollum, you're dead inside. I'm probably making so many people angry with these statements, but you know what? That's what I do best. Placing in some fountains and such. I didn't actually place fountains in out the back, because there's a bit of a, like, watery fountain thing, but I didn't actually get the water geysers out the back. So that was a bit of an oversight. I like these alien plants as well that I use in here. Where is it? That one. The big squiggly, squirrely one. I like that. It's very nice looking. I use that a lot. It looks kind of good. It fits in with the sort of style that I wanted with this. And I like to keep my gardens relatively the same style, so I suppose it would fit in with all of them, wouldn't it? But yes, just doing the outdoorsy stuff. And that's pretty much all I have to do, actually. That's basically it. Or is the upstairs thing's done? What am I talking? Or is it done? I don't know. I thought I went upstairs. Or did I finish the upstairs thing? I have no idea. I don't even slightly remember. No, I'm pretty sure it's done. I'm fairly sure. Probably. I don't know. No, it's done. Okay, we all good. But yeah, just a little bit of the outside landscaping stuff to go. I've really, like, this commentary's just gone to shit the last sort of 5 minutes, but that's okay. That's what everybody expects from me. I mean, I've been doing this a lot. I really thought I would be better at it, but I was wrong. So that's what's happened. But yeah, just doing some last little bits of landscaping. I hit the microphone, then I'm sorry. That pretty much does the build. But like I said, it's good fun to do these different sort of things, because, just again reiterating, it gets very repetitive doing the same stuff over and over again. There is that little outbuilding there. There's nothing in that. It's just a bit of a feature there, so it's not like just a flat wall out the back. It's just something there, I suppose. And also you can put the hospital sign on it. But yeah, that does the build. That is it. Now we go into the screenshots. I like how the outside of it looks. It's modern, and it's nice and lovely and inviting. And it's like, oh, look, I want to break my leg to go in there, because that looks lovely. FYI, do not break your leg. Please don't do that. Can your Sims break legs in this? I don't think they can. I think it's just like sicknesses and such, and flus and infections and things. I don't think they can actually get like proper physical injuries, as it were, like smashing their face in or anything like that. That would be hard to animate. I'm going to stop talking about horrible things like that. But yeah, this is the front of the I keep saying house, the hospital. I was close. It starts with an H. There's the entrance area there, looking very inviting. Here is the foyer, or the waiting room, or the reception area, whatever the hell you want to call it. Any of the above will do. It's kind of inviting, kind of nice. Still looks sleek and clean and slightly clinical, which is what you want, because of course it is a hospital. And then another shot going across there. It's very nice. There's lots and lots of seats which people won't use, but at least it looks nice, so I'm happy about it. You can look at the foyer area. Well, I keep calling it a foyer, but the reception area from this hallway here, which stretches all the way down with your patient rooms and the doors on the left. That's the outside there on the left, and then across there you can get into the analysis area, which you can see the door to just through that window there, or door, actually I think it is, not a window. And now we have a look at the patient rooms. The first one here, very nice. You can see the little light peeking through just at the very top of the shot there, which is nice. You got your two beds there, so you can treat patient. Then it's separated, so they got a bit of privacy when they're laying in bed, which is quite nice. There's the other side of the room. There's the light that was peeking its head before. I like those sort of blue things above, whatever they're called, like the X-ray display things. I like them. They're nice. I like those big lights as well. They're kind of cool looking. I don't know if you are supposed to put them over the top of the surgery tables or whatever, but I don't know, I just put them everywhere because they look good. I just like when you're building a hospital, there is an option in the sort of whatever it's called, like the menu down the bottom, and you can just click on medical stuff, and then it just brings up all the medical stuff. So I basically just used all that because I'm lazy, and also it looked good. It turned out pretty good. This is the last of the patient rooms. Then we go over to this little waiting area here. Like I said before, probably the waiting area for the surgical theatre or the operating theatre. You can see outside from there, everything's quite nice. It's a nice big area. It's sort of inviting and nice, and that's kind of what you want in a waiting room. You can see in there to the operating theatre there with a big surgical table. Ooh, with the mayonnaise and tongs over there. It's like he's making a sandwich, not performing heart surgery or a C-section or whatever the hell it's supposed to be doing. Although there is a laser on the other side of the mayonnaise, I think. Or the tongs. I'm not sure which one it is. Either way. Here is the operating theatre. You can see just outside on the right-hand side there. The surgical table. Again, this looks quite clinical, which is pretty much what you want in an operating theatre. You don't want a whole bunch of crap lying around. It's got to be clean. You don't want doctors tripping over and accidentally stabbing the patient. I'm being very violent today. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Here's the testing area as well. You got your treadmills and your X-ray machine over in the corner there, and then you can see the results of the X-ray on that big screen on the wall. There's the aforementioned X-ray machine. Again, more inviting than the surgical theatre or operating theatre. I'm going to stop saying both and then like or in between, because that's getting annoying even for me. Upstairs is the employee sort of area, the employee sitting area, the break room, whatever the hell you want to call it. And it's nice. You got your chest tables and your nice decorations, and you can have a bite to eat and a bit of a sit down and a rest, and then you've got your toilet in there as well. So everything the doctors would need in between doctoring. When they have their breaks from doctoring, the toilet over there on the left as well. I took too many shots of this bloody room, didn't I? Jesus, man. I'm not good with my screenshots. I just tend to like, oh, that's a good shot. Click, 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 and then I end up with like 11,000 minutes of screenshots. It's not fun for me to edit, but that's okay. There's the toilet. Toilets look like they have a smiley face. Look at them. It's like, yay! Someone's going to pee in my mouth. Woo! Oh, God, bro. I'm so sorry. Oh, dear. But as we take a little bit of a look out the back at the nice sort of walkie around area out here, that's pretty much the build. It's good. I'm going to probably do either a police station or a lab next time. I'm not sure which. Depends what I get inspiration for, I suppose. But very happy with the build. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. And until then, as always, stay awesome.
Everybody.